Welcome to our guide to the top 14 places to visit in the United Kingdom. The UK is one of Europe's most popular tourist destinations, thanks to its diverse scenery and rich cultural heritage. Whether you're looking to explore ancient castles and stately homes, or world-class museums and galleries, there's something for everyone in this fascinating and beautiful country. In this video, we've narrowed down the top 14 must-see places in the UK to help you plan your next adventure. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 14. North and South Uist. If the events of the last few years have given you an appetite to escape from the world and commune with nature for a while, look no further than the Outer Hebrides. North and South Uist are two islands that provide the perfect introduction to the region and its inhabitants. A holiday here might mean you come across more otters, porpoises, golden eagles, and red deer than other humans. There are a number of outfitters who'll give you the best chance of spotting the wildlife, either tramping through moorland and Inverness-shire or bobbing on the waters of the Sea of the Hebrides. Number 13. Derby. Derby is often overlooked as a city break destination, but its fascinating industrial heritage and lively drink scene make it worthy of a weekend break. To explore the city's vital role in Britain's Industrial Revolution, make your first stop at the Museum of Making, housed in an old silk mill on a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Derby is also at the heart of England's brewing tradition. Get a taste for it with a tour of Derby Brewing Company. Winemaking is a more surprising industry for the Midlands, but you can find that here too. Sample some vintages at the English Wine Project in Derwent Valley Mills, another UNESCO site. Number 10. Northumberland. Northumberland is a predominantly rural county with a landscape of moorland and farmland, and a large area of it is part of Northumberland National Park. The county has been the site of several historical battles with Scotland. Northumberland National Park celebrates 10 years as an international dark sky park in 2023. As England's first and largest such park, it's only right that it should have its own Dark Skies Festival. Head to the Northumberland coast, and with the right weather conditions you might be lucky enough to see the amazing aurora borealis. From castles and coastline to history and heritage, Northumberland is all and just waiting to be discovered. Number 9. Manchester. From the world's first industrial city to a multicultural urban paradise, a Manchester visit is rich in cultural highlights, with the transport, people's history, and science and industry museums offering a great insight into the area's history. Manchester is a city steeped in sporting glory. Take a tour around England's National Football Museum, or the world-famous football stadium, Old Trafford. Food lovers will love the vast selection on offer, and no trip to Manchester would be complete without a trip to Rusholme's Curry Mile, which features around 70 different Indian restaurants. On the cusp of the Cheshire countryside, start making your plans to visit Manchester and enjoy the fruits of the Northwest's premier city firsthand. Number 8. Edinburgh. With stunning architecture, endless winding streets, and an awe-inspiring castle perched on a dormant volcano, there's nowhere else quite like it. Scotland's capital is one of the most unique and memorable cities in Europe. It has a rare charm with narrow and cobbled passageways, called closes in Scots. The town is also known for its dark corners where terrifying events have taken place, its majestic buildings and gardens, countless fascinating museums, which are free to visit, and especially, the city's kind and open locals. All these make this city a favorite among those who have visited it. Number 7. Peak District. The Peak District was designated as a national park in 1951 to conserve and enhance the area's natural beauty, wildlife, and cultural heritage. Combining a breathtaking mix of dramatic open landscapes, rolling dales, wild moorlands, and picturesque villages, the national park covers 555 square miles or 1,435 kilometers, about the size of Greater London. The Peak District National Park is home to an amazingly diverse range of landscapes, with expansive and dramatic panoramic views. It consists of two main areas: the Dark Peak, with rugged, heather-clad moorland and soaring gritstone edges, and the White Peak, with its gentler landscape of lush pastures, dales, and winding river valleys. With the vibrant cities of Sheffield and Manchester on its fringes, the Peak District is one of the UK's most accessible national parks. It offers a wealth of outdoor activities including walking, cycling, climbing, horse riding, caving, and water sports for people of all ages and abilities. The Peak District also has a wealth of historic houses, including one of England's finest, Chatsworth, and Haddon Hall, one of England's best preserved medieval houses. Number 6. London. An unmissable destination for travelers, London is a melting pot of history, culture, green spaces, and an international crowd that spills into every delicious corner of its cuisine. From the unique vintage markets of Portobello Road or Camden to the huge high street shops of Oxford Street, Regent Street, and Westfield. Food lovers will be spoiled for every kind of cuisine. Check out trendy Shoreditch and Brick Lane to colorful Chinatown. Hike up its iconic landmarks and sip a cocktail in the tallest building, the Shard, or take in the view from one of its many rooftop bars. Immerse yourself in a leading cultural scene with no fewer than 4 international orchestras, a plethora of West End theaters, and live gigs from Wembley to the Millennium Dome. And discover world-leading museums and galleries, from the Natural History Museum to London's Two Tates. And for some downtime, soak up some rays in one of the city's royal parks, or the green lungs of Hampstead Heath or Greenwich. Britain's biggest city has it all, and then some more. Number 5. Cumbria. Visit Cumbria for an experience like no other in England. The market towns of Kendal, Keswick, and Cockermouth offer unique shopping experience for the urban dweller, and the busy lakes of Windermere and Ullswater provide ample opportunity for boating or water sports. A land of mighty lakes, dales and fells, Cumbria has the only true mountain range in England. Nearly all of this is contained by the Lake District National Park, synonymous with stirring natural splendor and outdoor escapades on land or water. The largest lakes and the highest mountain in the country are yours to traverse or just soak up from the comfort of one of the famous steamboats. Folded into these landscapes are welcoming stone-built villages that were once home to cultural icons like William Wordsworth, Beatrix Potter, and John Ruskin. Hadrian's Wall, the northern boundary of the Roman Empire, cuts across the county and can spark the imagination like few man-made structures in the world. Number 4. Inverness-shire. As the largest city in the Scottish Highlands, it serves as a perfect jumping-off point for those wanting to get a taste of this rugged and extremely scenic region. But don't be too quick to leave the capital of the Highlands behind you. There are plenty of great reasons to linger a little longer in the city. In addition to its pretty setting, where the River Ness flows into the wide Murray Firth, it's home to many historic old churches and fortresses to explore, charming streets and riverside pathways to wander, and great shopping, dining, and entertainment opportunities to experience. And you don't have to venture too far outside Inverness to experience some of Scotland's best-known tourist attractions. Loch Ness, the supposed home of the famously shy Nessie sea monster, is no more than 15 minutes drive away, with its famous Orchard Castle just a short drive farther along the loch's shore. The Scottish Highlands' most infamous battle site, Culloden, where the English cemented their rule over the country, is also close by. Number 3. Belfast. Often overlooked in favor of the Irish Republic's lively capital Dublin, Belfast is a city rich with history, culture, and Northern Irish craft. Having shed its war-torn reputation in the past few years, Belfast has undergone a radical transformation and now offers an abundance of museums, restaurants, and swanky accommodations. The top sites on any Belfast city tour are the Titanic Belfast in the Titanic Quarter, City Hall, and the cultural hub of Cathedral Quarter, where St. Anne's Cathedral, also known as Belfast Cathedral, and a maze of cobbled streets lend themselves well to walking tours. History buffs can take a guided tour of the infamous Crumlin Road Jail, formerly filled with dangerous convicts, and for maritime enthusiasts and families, the HMS Caroline is a great place to spend the afternoon. Number 2. Birmingham. Birmingham is Britain's second largest city, and its location in the West Midlands makes it a great place to begin exploring popular tourist spots such as the Cotswolds and Malvern Hills areas. It's especially fun to embark on tours by canal boat. Birmingham's canals were a byproduct of the Industrial Revolution, and today this extensive canal network is used mostly for pleasure boating. The city has a larger canal system than Venice. Little wonder then that one of the top 3 things to do in Birmingham is exploring the preserved canals and historic buildings of the iconic Gas Street Basin. Number 1. Liverpool. Sure, quite a lot of famous things to see and do in Liverpool have something to do with the Beatles. Would be pretty remiss if that weren't so. There's a shit ton of other great stuff worth checking out in this diverse, fun-loving city that have precisely nothing to do with the Fab Four. To start with, there's the rich architectural heritage, from the city's 2 magnificent cathedrals to the historically significant Albert Dock and the Tate Art Gallery. To this, the fact that Liverpool has the second highest number of museums and galleries in the country, beaten only by London. Throw in amazing theaters, excellent nightlife, and stunning restaurants, and remembering that you're just a Mersey ferry ride away from the Wirral, including Port Sunlight's Lady Leverart Gallery. The only real question about a visit to this city is how long you can stay for. The city also has many handsome historic buildings, as well as numerous gardens and parks, museums, and recreational facilities. Some of the main attractions are the Walker Art Gallery and the Philharmonic Hall, the latter regarded as one of the best concert halls in Europe. The city is also a popular shopping destination, particularly around trendy Liverpool One, a 42-acre site dedicated to serious retail therapy.